Alrighty, welcome everybody. Thursday night, time for the GT series here. I'm here as usual with Jake Feemster here with Jack Ivy. Hey Jack.
Hey Jake, good to be back after our little break.
Yes indeed.
And we're coming to you from Sepang.
Say that again, Jack.
We're coming to you from Sepang in Malaysia.
Yes indeed. I had you a little low in volume, so I'm fixing that right up. Okay. Well, we're still in practice. I think Brad is due to reset the server into qualifying mode, but that hasn't happened yet, so maybe we're having difficulties. We'll watch these guys do a few more practice laps.
Yeah, we're seeing some cars up at the front there. Brad Maris and the Aaron Parsons up the front as well, which is nice to see. So they're all running around the 201s right now.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my phone so I can hop in chat.
So, Malaysia, big fast course, about 2 minutes to get around the track. 15 turns in this one. A couple of big monster straightaways, so some of the faster cars are going to show their legs out here on these straight ones with some very technical corners as well.
Huh.
What?
Well, somebody just voted to skip. I don't know if that was Brad or... Yeah, they're voting to skip again, so be sure you hit yes. Seem to be having some difficulties here getting into qualifying. We're certainly not going to wait 74 minutes, so hopefully this works. Taking a look at the stream, everything looks okay. Let us know in the chat if there are problems.
So, looks like we might have a fairly full house here tonight. Jake, we've got, there was a couple of new names out there I wasn't familiar with. Oh, he's left, Joel Ekman. He was out there in practice, but I don't see him out there now in the lineup.
Ekman's a new guy on the Monday League. I'm not sure if he's doing this league. I guess not. Maybe he was just doing some practice. Yeah,
it's too bad. Always nice to see some new faces out there. Oh, Joel's back in now. He's logged back in, so there he is.
Well, we do have several empty seats today. Chris Moses, Matt Taylor, not able to be here today. There may have been a couple others. So, and we are into qualifying, so that is a great sign. Peter Szabo out first yet again, so we will follow him around on the outlap. So yeah, a couple guys not here today. We'll see if anybody picked up those slots. It looks like Ekman is still in.
Yep.
What vehicle's he in?
It looks like he's got the Audi, and I have liked this. Phil Vitt looks like he's driving the Audi as well. So good to see Phil back in for another ride, and Joel Ekman.
Yeah, great to see those guys. I think we have, yeah, we do. Philippe Samard is back. And today he's in a Nissan. He's got his 40-kilogram success ballast from last race.
Yeah, be interesting to see how Philippe does this time out. So, Jake, did you have a good Memorial weekend?
Yes, indeed. I enjoyed not thinking about racing for a little while. Although I did watch the Indy 500.
Attaboy, so you were thinking about racing.
I was a little bit on that Sunday. But no, last week it was nice to take it easy, not think about practice or the broadcast, and just relax. So that was
yes.
Good.
Last weekend I took in both the Saturday and the Sunday, televised, of course, the IndyCar races, which I thought were interesting in the road course there in Belle Isle.
So, guys coming around start their first laps. Long track here. That outlap over 2 minutes.
Yeah, it is a long track indeed. So Szabo out for his hot lap in the Porsche. But I think, we're going to have to keep our eye. Of course, the regular guys out the front there that are probably going to be pretty quick. Szabo, Maros, Kirkbride, Hefner, Samard. Got quite the load of talent coming here tonight. But I did see Brad Maris putting in some decent laps. And along with, and I don't see him up on the list. So Aaron Parsons in the Viper was quite speedy out there in the Viper as well.
Yep. Well, I think right now they're just in the order that they were in pit lane. So they put in a first time lap. So yeah, he's there.
Yeah. No, but I was watching the practice times and they're pretty speedy. Szabo coming around.
Okay. David Morrow's really using the draft on his teammate there. Szabo had to sacrifice some time in the last corner. And
he sure did. And Maros sure took advantage of that draft, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. So clearly those guys have a team strategy going on as Maros is staying out. And I bet we're going to see a little bit of that on the other side now.
Oh, you might be right there.
Neat strategy from those guys.
A little give and take and push and go.
Well, they are teammates, so yeah. And you saw how far Szabo got out of the way of David earlier. So, although actually Maros has improved in Sector 1, so if Szabo isn't right on his tail, I'm betting that's not what's going to happen. Anyway, soft tires for these guys. So I'm guessing they can do a couple of laps. Oh, Maros goes off. Szabo goes all the way off there.
Yeah, Aaron Parsons just put in his first hot lap, 2:02. So he's quite a bit off, actually, about a second and a half off the pace right now. So Porsche, Benz, Nissan. Lots of PBs being thrown out there right now, though.
Yeah, I think Kirkbride might be about to give us one. Oh, as he locks up. Maybe he spoke too soon.
Well, that last two sectors, he sure put down a hot one because Kirkbride's now taking provisional pole. And Kirkbride breaking into the 2-minute flat. So far this season, I was just taking a look there. Jesse Olsen is getting some decent laps there, and big blank spot in the middle of the season for him. But he had a great race last week, and I'm looking for Jesse to improve quite a bit in this race here too, with the times he's putting down. So, Kirkbride, Merrow, Samard, Olsen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jake, you there with us?
Yeah, I just can't tell when the mic's muted. Yeah, I'm here. And we see there's Ricker in the Ford in 5th, which seems to be where he always ends up, that Ford. Always right there in a position like that.
Yeah, those Ford GTs, they've been pretty successful this season, but they've had their share of bad luck too. They always seem to start out quite nicely and seem to fade during the race. So I'm not sure if that's the mechanics of the car or if the car is just tough to drive. I've found that car tough to drive myself, so maybe in a longer race it's a bit of a handful.
Okay, Smart puts in another lap. He's still in 3rd. I think he was already in 3rd, so maybe not much more these guys can do. Of course, he's got 40 kilograms, so that's a pretty impressive time. 4/10 off the pace with 40 kilograms. Kevin Kirkbride's got no weight. David Maros has got no weight. Sabo's got no weight. Oh, no, he's got big weight today, 60 kilograms. Goodness. And then Zach Hefner's still got some success ballast, 20 kilograms. So,
yeah, and a little farther back there, John Ludden's carrying 40 kilos of freight in the trunk.
Yep.
So, top 10, we've got Nick McMillan up there in the Corvette C7. It's nice to see that Corvette up there.
Yeah. That must be Chris Moses' car, yeah. JT Laro is here. So he is filling in for Chris this race.
Absolutely. Chris has got another hot shoe in there.
The same hot shoe as last time, right? So.
Yeah.
But we haven't.
Yeah. I guess these quick drivers attract similar minds and similar talents when it comes to looking for favors.
Well, last time Nick had 40 kilograms and definitely suffered for it. He I think, had to race through some of the mid-pack and maybe had some contact. I have trouble remembering, but we will see. He couldn't join us last week. There was some kind of issue that prevented him from joining. We never really figured it out, but so we'll see what he can do with no weight here. We haven't seen great pace out of the vet. We've seen Chris and JT put it in the top 10. I think they've been in the top 5 once or twice. So, but not the car they hoped it would be. So we'll see what he can do here. He's quicker than JT Laro, it looks like, but by 3 thousandths. So I really can't say that, can I? 3 thousandths is not much.
Yeah,
that's pretty easy.
They might be even sharing a little bit of setup, information as well with being that close. So maybe Chris has shared his setups. But, geez, I've tried driving some of Chris's setups before, and they're almost undrivable. I think they are anyway. But then again, I'm not the drivers that these guys are.
Yeah, a lot of those guys just have a lot less grip in the rear end than me and you like to use. That's for sure. Somebody knocked him out of the top 10.
Brad Maris put her in P4.
Yeah. He's going out again. So we're about halfway through here. Kirkbride.
Yeah, Brad had some decent practice laps in that Lambo.
That pole lap from Kirkbride hadn't been topped yet. That was a very quick lap. And we got only 4 guys in 1 second, and then there's a whole second between 4th and 5th. That's a surprise. I would expect a few guys to hop in there.
That's one of the biggest gaps we've seen so far this season.
Yeah, no, we haven't. Yeah, it's kind of unprecedented. Normally we see small little gaps all the way through.
Yeah, you know, this season's been one of those ones where we've seen top 10 guys all within a second there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there we go. Nick just put that Corvette into P5.
Wow, there you go. Just barely into P5. Like we said, big gap between 4th and 5th still. That's very interesting. I wonder if we're going to see those 4 guys. They're going to have better race pace. You know, sometimes you see a group of cars run away with it in the front. JT Laro puts in a quick lap.
Interesting.
But that's only good enough for 12th.
David Merrill was running on medium tires out there. Parsons just put it into for a P5. Now Parsons is running on super softs, and the same as Zach Hefner on super softs. So,
well, you know what we've seen from Parsons almost every race is he's running 1 tire compound softer than everybody else. I don't know if he's just able to save it that much more, or if that's a characteristic of the Viper that he likes to run softer tires. You know, Al often is running the same tire as everybody else, but sometimes Al does run the same tire as Parsons when Parsons is running the soft and others are running the mediums, times like that. So, yeah, super soft in qualifying. And I think he tries to use that tire to kind of make up for, I don't know, but I get the impression he's really got to be careful on the rear. He can't do much spinning on the tires.
Well, he's a pretty seasoned, smooth driver, so
yeah,
if anybody can make those tires work to the end, he'd be the one I'd say could make them work.
Kevin Kirkbride locks the inside wheel a lot. I guess that's just something that happens in the GT cars more often than I'm used to. Especially in the braking zone, the big braking zone at the end of the long straight. Seeing lots of lockups there. See if that, of course, locking up 1 wheel, that's all right. Locking up 2 wheels gets a little dicey, so we'll see what happens on turn 1.
Corvette C7R, Nick McMillan just put her into P5.
Okay, gained a whole half second there. So, pretty impressive. What else you got, Nick?
Well, he's cutting some grass right now, so he hasn't got much more there.
And Kirkbride stops it. Let's check out Brad. I haven't looked at a Lamborghini in a little while. He's up in P4 right now and is trying to improve. Somebody in the chat just wants to let me know how the quality is. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm having trouble tonight. For whatever reason, I am not able to grasp hold of Twitch TV at all. Sorry, folks. I can't get into the chat room.
Wow. Okay. But it's all right. We will keep on top of it. Okay, who's out there? Samard's out there. We'll watch him for a while.
Yep, running in the Nissan, and he's got 40K on there, so that's pretty impressive too.
Yeah.
And
right.
He's got a decent first sector going.
Thanks, Gup. Yeah, I just pulled it up. It does. It's all right. Gub Douglas with us as usual. Parsons improves. Always easy to cheer on Parsons. Oh, as he drives off. Oh, he's gonna keep going. What is David Morrow's doing on the mediums, I wonder? You think he's just turning practice laps? So he's on what seems like race pace. 203. What else he's done?
Well, he's going to be, in the first couple of rows. So why not? If he hasn't got the practice time in, why not? But I mean, it sure looks like he's got had some decent practice here with the times he's turning. But we've got a Lambo on the second row right now, which is it's great to see. Along with Nick McMillan putting that Corvette into P5, that's great to see as well. And Parsons in P6 with the Viper. So mixing it up here at Sepang.
Quite a race shaping up. Normally we'd see Matt Taylor up here. Hefner with his weight not as far up as he is sometimes. Of course, Adamson's not here for the rest of the season. Yeah, otherwise we got the usual suspects up front. And still trying to improve is Kevin Kirkbride.
I don't know if you can make an improvement on that 2 minute 782.
Well, he's faster through sector 1 and 2. He's not a tenth faster, but he is faster. Let's take a watch. See what his secret is. Uh-oh. Sideways forward.
Yep, just got around him.
Wow, that was scary.
Boy, you hear that limiter going off.
Yeah, I wonder if that was an accident or if that was latency. Nope. That slowed him down.
It might have, when he saw the front end of that Ford GT sticking out at him, it might have. He might have lifted a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been.
Although I don't see that
down,
in Kevin.
for sure.
Captain Kirk wouldn't have lifted there. He would have just kept his foot into it.
I don't think that's true. Clearly, he lost a second somewhere. So, however, if I'm right, he's doing two lap runs here. His first one was 2 laps. Second one, third one, 1 lap. So we'll see if he does another lap and get some speed here. He's faster. He's faster in sector 1 again. Speaking of faster in sector 1, Philippe Simard with 40 kilos.
And Kirkbride as well has got a faster sector 1 going.
Peter Sabo up to 7th with his 60 kilograms.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think we might have a couple more cars in 1 second, but they've got weight on them. So, not happening for Peter Sabo.
Well, good mix of marquees up there tonight. Benz, Porsche, Lambo, Nissan, Vette, Viper.
Yep.
I'm liking it.
Yeah, me too. Kirkbride again, quick in the first 2 sectors. Let's see if he does the weird. No, he didn't see it. I think he didn't hit the rev limiter there. Maybe that helped him out. Oh, nope. Stuffs it. put in one more. That's David. Nope, excuse me. That's Peter Szabo going out for another one.
Parsons on the final turn.
Down to have second sector 2, but he can still improve all the way up to 5th place at least. No, not quite. So close.
Nope, just lost a little bit on that last sector as well, but that middle sector has been a struggle there.
All right.
So it sure looks like Kevin Kirkbride is liking Sepang. So we've only got a minute and a bit left to go. So, Philippe Simard with 40 kilos in the Nissan has got that sitting in P2 right now.
Yeah.
Szabo with 60 in P7 is impressive as well. I mean, that 60K is getting to the limit of where it's really going to affect you. Now, I don't know if that's going to have an effect on him when he gets a full tank of fuel as well, though.
Right.
I would think the difference is going to be more evident when he throws on, another tank load of fuel and adds that weight up. So that might cost him there. But I'm glad to see that Joel Ekman is out there still turning laps, and he's running in that Audi. And I really like the look of that car.
Yeah. Watching Brad put in his last lap, although it looks like he won't improve here. Kirkbride. Looks like he didn't end up getting another lap in. Brad would have to really...
Jesse Olsen coming around for his last dash for the cash.
Wow.
Final turn.
Brad improves, but he's just barely short of third. Yeah, we got Parzo here. Although I don't know where the name came from. No idea.
Olsen picks up a spot.
Good enough for 8th.
So, good efforts all around. And I love the mix of cars up the front there. It's going to be a very colorful starting grid.
Yes, indeed.
So, we've got 36 laps around this course tonight.
Yeah. Ones to watch. Definitely these 4 guys in front. Kevin Kirkbride, Philippe Simard, David Maros, and Brad Marys. All these guys appear to be really dominating in the pace department. So we'll see if that continues for the race. Then, as we mentioned, also impressive is Nick McMillan getting that Corvette all the way up to 5th. We haven't seen him with no weight before, so we'll see if he can get a good start and contest these guys at the front here.
Yeah, absolutely. All the way through, we got a great mix of cars here. Benz, Nissan, Porsche, Lambo, Vette, Viper, Porsche, Nissan, and Ford GT make up the top 10 cars. So it's going to be a very interesting race to see. I'd like to see those Ford GTs finish up a little higher than they have. They always seem to struggle midway through. We know the Nissans are strong, but it's great to see the Porsche or the Viper and the Corvette up there tonight in the mix, as well as the Lambo.
Yeah. What car was Samar driving when he won last week? Was it a Lambo? I don't remember.
Well, it's a very good question.
Righty. Kirkbride in the front.
Yeah, so we got a few minutes. I guess they're in the driver's meeting right now.
Yeah, well, there may not be one. Because
there's no one to give it.
Because there's no one to give it. So these guys are briefing themselves. They're talking themselves up. They're unlearning everything they know about the blue flag, and they're getting ready to go.
Yeah, just let you guys know, Brad has posted up, said, "Good luck, guys, have fun." So I guess he's crapped out on the driver's
That's it. That
meeting.
counts. That's the meeting.
Maybe we should have, I should have filled in there because I have, administration rights there on vent. I should have dragged them all up there and just told them to all behave themselves, or I'm going to boot them out.
Yeah, there you go.
They wouldn't like that anyway.
No, I don't think they would.
So, what do you think? No surprises here tonight, really?
No surprises. I'm looking at Philippe Samard to do well. We've seen him really fly, and even though he's got some weight, he's up in P2. So, and that Nissan not slow. Kevin Kirkbride, he's always going to do well. David Morales really will race the hound out of people. So, it's going to be. I'm pretty sure at the start I'm going to have to keep my eye on these guys in the front. And you will have to let me know what happens further back, because I'm pretty sure this right here is going to get hot immediately, because you know what, with 40 kilograms, despite his great qualifying time, Samard cannot get off the line as well as the guys behind him, so we will see.
Yeah, by the look at all the the chatter going on there in the type room, I probably should have dragged them all together and just told them to behave and blah blah blah, as Ab Wozniak. What's a blue flag? I'm gonna black flag all these guys if they don't watch it here, and you as well, Jake. I don't think we needed any time off. I don't think this has served us well here.
Well, we've seen some very excited drivers in the forums after some of these races, so I do hope that the time off maybe let some of these guys cool down a little, and maybe we see some. We got plenty of room on this racetrack. We're going to see some clean racing today. I'm sure of it. Confident.
Yeah. So, lots of space out here on the grid.
Yes.
You want to run them down?
Yeah, let's run them down. We got Kevin Kirkbride in front, as I have mentioned. Let me get to a view where we can actually see his car. There we go. Kevin Kirkbride, Philippe Samard, P2 with the weight. David Maros, P3. Brad Marys, P4. Nick McMillan, P5. Aaron Parsons, P6. Peter Szabo, P7. And by the way, the first time we're getting to seeing a second car. We're seeing a second Porsche all the way back here in P7. The first six are all different. Jesse Olsen in P8. Zach Hefner, P9. And Sean Ricker in 10th.
Wozniak in P11, JT Laro in P12, John Ludden in 13th, Phil Vitt in 14th, Jonathan Cuppet in 15th, Trevor Snowden in 16th, Dan Thorpe in 17th, a little surprised to see Dan that far back, David Zahn in 18th, Johnny McIntyre in 19th, and Cobus de Villiers in 20th.
Yes. Rounding out the grid, Bjorn Hammond 21st, Iggy Chordia 22nd, Mark DeGraw 23rd, newcomer Joel Ekman is 24th, and then we got Sergio at the back. Sergio Calderon in 25th. 25 cars starting today. Those last two are me and Jack. We are broadcasting, and we will be transported back to the pits at the start of the race. So, who's your favorite?
Yeah, who's my favorite? Joel Ekman tonight. I'm going to keep my eye on Joel. So have a good race, and welcome to
the Thursday
night
League.
Insanity Pack.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so Gup says Samar was in Brad's Lambo last race when he won. I thought so. So, that Lambo, I don't know if it's cars, drivers. We've seen that Nissan be a little faster, so we'll see what he can do. Certainly he can put it in P2 when qualifying, so that's quite good. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be fun tonight. I'm going to keep, as you said, I'm going to keep my eye at the back here. And watch as everybody gets up there to the front. And the first corner should be interesting. It always is.
It always is.
The lights are up.
Lights are up.
Oh, geez. Welcome to everybody there in the chat room. My chat has finally kicked in.
Right. You're watching back from Kirkbride here at the start, and everybody's getting off the line clean. Peter Sabo has a look around, but no, Nick McMillan got off the line. Everybody's looking good here. Oops. Hopefully everybody gets through here all right.
Looking good from the back here, Jake.
Great, yeah.
Looks like, yeah, great start, boys.
So,
nice wide track, though.
Yeah, nice, plenty of room. Kirkbride stays in front, Samard stays in second. McMillan moves up to third place. So, good job by him getting past David Maros there. And Peter Szabo moves up to fifth, so he's behind his teammate. Great start by Peter Szabo.
Everybody nice and clean all the way through the middle to the back of the pack.
Wow.
Great line of cars. That's a great start by these guys tonight.
Looks like that's Bjorn Heyman who had trouble early somewhere. Kirkbride's got a second gap back to Samard, so he's got a little bit of breathing room. Nick McMillan makes a mistake and really third from back really bunched up as a result of that. Wow. Okay, so Brad just got by Peter Szabo. Samard picking up the pace on Kirkbride. And these guys are...
Wow, and from P7 to P15, they're all red. Geez, from P3 now all the way through. So these guys are all nose to tail, keeping it, everybody else is keeping everybody honest here early in the go. Mark DeGraw, disconnected.
Mark DeGraw is out. Wow.
Whoa, Gigi Laro just put the nose into Trevor Snowden, but Trevor recovered.
So Kirkbride still staying ahead of Samard. We'll watch that gap, but right now we're keeping our eye on this battle for third. It looked like Szabo had a little bobble there, and Brad gets past. Oh, and then David Maros takes it all the way off. That's not going to be enough for Brad to get by him this time.
Yeah, and just a couple of cars back, Aaron Parsons in P7 is chasing down Zabo, so P3 to P7, they're all in tight.
Wow, so Zabo, 60 kilograms, really doing well for himself, able to hop up and gain some track position early in the race, but he's still got a lot of weight to contend with.
So, Nick McMillan doing real well with that Corvette in the P3.
Yeah, we'll see as their lap time stabilize if he's got the pace of these leaders. I'm not sure. We've seen him make a couple mistakes. Maybe he was just under pressure, and maybe he won't lose any more time. But we're seeing a big gap there right now between Simard, who's not close, but within reasonable distance to Kirkbride, and McMillan here 4 seconds back.
Well, Simard hanging onto the back of him, though. He's not letting him get away. He's closing the gap right now.
Yeah, no, that's what I've been seeing. Simard's got great pace, and in fact, Simard just turned fastest lap of the race, 2/10 faster than Kirkbride. So 0.8, we'll keep an eye on that gap. It looks like the battle for third is stabilizing a little bit. McMillan safely in third with half a second back to David Maros there. And David Maros not having to defend against his teammate anymore, but now Brad Marys may be able to get the fight up to him. And then Zabo should be somewhat stable. He's got to contend with Parsons, and he's got a lot of weight, so I bet he's going to stay in this position for a little while.
It sure looks like Parsons has got a little bit of pace on him.
Yeah.
Because he sure is putting the pressure on Peter right now.
Right.
And just as we said, Parsons is on the soft tires, Zabo on the mediums. But just watching the lines going through, where sometimes, the Porsches are locking up the tires a little bit. Parsons looking nice and smooth. He got his, picking the apexes off and got a smooth entry and a pretty quick exit out of these corners.
Wow.
I got Brad Maris all over the back of David Maros right now. Looks like he's going to pull a draft on him.
Yeah, and I got Hefner all over the back of Parsons. Oh, so Brad not gaining any ground there.
No, they're all in tight together.
Yeah. Who's the best spot to draft here? Looks like Parsons, maybe. Although we haven't actually seen, one of the things we haven't seen out of that Dodge Viper, when it gets behind somebody in the draft, it doesn't seem to gain a lot of ground. So that's something I've noticed in previous races. We'll see if that's a trend for today. Parsons looking to get by in the curvy parts.
Well, Parsons got his own trouble. He's got Hefner all over the back of him. And farther back, we've got quite the battle going on in around, holy jump.
Oh, goodness.
From 17 to 13th. There are some good fights going on all the way through here in the early going. We've only got 4 laps down.
Yeah, I don't even know where to look.
Yeah, geez, I'm hunting around myself there. I got Snowden all over the back, Iggy Shorty. Oh, Trevor, sorry. Oh, Trevor's off.
Is that?
Phil Vitt's off. Trevor's off.
I don't think they had any contact there, so hopefully no damage.
Nope. 2 unforced errors there.
A little spin action. Wow, Brad is right on the back of David. They've seen different lines from these guys. I don't know if David's defending or if Brad's rattling him a bit.
I've noticed that too. Good observation, Jake. David seems to be all over the track.
Yeah. Of course, David, he'll do some pretty interesting defensive.
Whoa, he's lost it. He
Oh,
almost
my
lost it
goodness.
there.
So that's going to be enough for Brad to get by, I think.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. That horse just showing really good straight line speed. He is on the inside of this next one. Brad can break later, and they're still side by side. And they're still side by side. Advantage Brad.
Varus.
And look at Sabo. Right on his teammate's
Gonna
tail
try and come
again.
back.
Inside here. A little bit of lockup.
Oh, boy. That was a risky move there, and that led Peter Szabo on the inside.
And
now David
Parsons.
is they're all going by.
So a pretty aggressive move there by David. Lost him 2 spots. I mean, wow. Because he could have been.
Oh, Hefner right up on behind.
Oh,
Hefner
goodness.
coming through. Holy jumping, my goodness. Boys, settle down out there. Holy jumping. And look, we got Ab Wozniak and Jesse Olsen in behind them too. So we got a freight train up here.
Yeah, David's finally back in line. He's not losing any more spots, but he's all the way back to 6th. He was in 4th. So.
Well, hey, that freight train goes all the way back to P11. 11 is Ludden, 10 is Simard, and they are hunting these guys down. And the more these guys fight, the slower they're actually going.
Okay, that's what I missed earlier. Simard made a mistake at some point because he was in 2nd, remember? And so that leaves Kevin Kirkbride all alone, 10 seconds ahead of the pack. This is Kirkbride's race if he can finish.
Well, it's still early, 6
It
out of
is.
36. So
it is, but a 10-second gap in 6 laps. And he's still turning the fastest laps of the race, so pretty.
Well, he's got some clean track, but he's got to come through traffic sooner or later.
Yeah, he does. That's true.
And that's always a crapshoot at NAGP.
That's true. That is a nice way to put it.
So, good fights going on here, that's for sure. As you said, Kirkbride out in front. Hefner and Marosh getting tangled up there.
Oh, goodness. That put Hefner all the way back to 12th. Maros is, where is he, 10th.
Wow. That battle there, you got Simard, Wozniak, and Olsen going at it.
Oh, Simard. Oh, wow. They're using every bit of that green patch there.
This is crazy.
I know they got 30 more laps to go, right?
I don't know if they know that. They think this is a little
race.
sprint race or something. I don't know.
That's what it looks like. So we're keeping an eye on Simard as he's in the middle of this pack, and lots of pace from Philippe here today. But, these guys pretty solid racers, so he's got to get by them. He's looking on the outside of Abe. Can't get by that way. Now he's in the draft, and he's going to try the outside again. Oh, no, sorry, the inside of this corner. And, oh! That was Ludden trying to follow him through. Got it all wrong there. And so he lost a few spots. Wow.
Yep, they are. Maybe the week off is. This first couple of laps was just a teaser. I mean, they came out so nicely in that first lap.
Yeah, they really did.
Boy, they're all falling into line.
I was impressed.
But now it's like WWF, for God's sake.
Oh,
because all the way back, you know, they're fighting for positions all the way back to P17 right now.
Parsons got by Zabo.
Got shot. Indeed.
See what he can do. He's got about 3 seconds to go up to Brad, but he was showing lots of pace. Now that he's got clear air, he might be able to move up. Leap smart.
Kirkbride is extending his lead out to 12 seconds now.
Yeah, he's flying up there. So they got to go 18 laps. Smart, really quick into that corner.
Well, you know, Kirkbride's out in front there, and you know, I've never raced out in front, so I wouldn't know. But must be nice to be that far out in front. But the rest of these guys are having way more fun. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, that's for sure. Zabo right on Parsons' tail, and here at the straight part.
Almost looks like Parsons pulling away, though.
Yeah. Well, you say that.
Well, that's late braking there for Peter Zabo coming in on Parsons.
With 60 kilograms.
Well, I guess with that extra potatoes in the trunk there, it doesn't stop as quick as it used to.
Yeah, you'd think not. Wow.
Well, just a little heads up there. Joel Ekman just got passed by Phil Vitt there to Audi. Sit at the back of the pack there, but just wanted to mention my new driver here. Welcome, Joel. Boy, oh boy, now we're out to almost 14 seconds for Kirkbride.
Oh, up in front, Brad.
Maris,
on the inside of Nick. Looking good.
Wow. It does. Nick keeping him honest, though, right on his tailpipe.
Wow. Wilski says,
and Parsons in P4 has got a a front row seat for that action, probably saying, "Fight her out, boys, fight her out."
Yeah, Lemansky says track doesn't look half bad. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. It looks really nice. I'm kind of surprised it's a modded track. It is, right? Got Kuno stuff all over it. It looks great.
I think it looks fabulous.
And thanks as usual for the work you do on it, Kevin. If you're still in the stream, we appreciate you very much.
Visually stunning, and it always amazes me how much time the guys put in around here on a volunteer basis.
Yeah.
So Kirkbride out in front, McMillan chasing down Maris, Zabo chasing down and Maros chasing down Samard and Jesse Olsen, and Philip Samard is all over the back of Jesse Olsen.
Yeah.
But Ab Wozniak just getting by JT Lauro. Or maybe not. And Zach Hefner going to take advantage of this little duking going on back here.
Hefner hoping to pick the winner. Inside, outside, outside.
Oh, close.
That might have been hey, this isn't your opening. That was a little aggressive there, Abe.
I don't know if that was an opening or not, but he was sure having a good look there.
I think that was a little unfriendly.
I think he left the Nissan decal on the side of that car.
I think so.
So a little farther up there, you got Simard and Olsen, a Nissan battle brewing there. But Hefner and Abe there, interested to see what's going to happen at the end of this straightaway.
Gosh, Smart locked it up, nearly hits Jesse Olsen, but just barely doesn't. And now he's going to try and go around him.
Wozniak and Hefner side by side down the front straight.
Can switch to them now. Samart's by. Let's see how Wozniak does in the same position. He's a little bit further back, and Hefner's going to hang on to it. Philippe Samard getting away now. Jesse Olsen's got to contend with David Maros. David looking on the inside.
Wow. Well, we know David looks everywhere. He sure seems to be looking everywhere during this race anyhow.
Yes, indeed.
Because he has been all over the place. Now, he's driving a hell of a race, but he has been all over the track tonight.
Oh, goodness. David Maros gets it all wrong. Goes, like, spinning, pirouetting off the track. I don't think he took damage. He's got dirty tires, though. So that puts him all the way back to 11th, and he's got to work back up all that distance. He was really, really fighting those guys. Clearly he's got some pace, but he's got to keep it on track. Maybe David needs to...
I think he's put in an extra lap just in side-to-side motion tonight.
Yeah, maybe he needs to turn it down a notch. And I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm loving it. Crank it up, David.
Yeah, it's fun to watch, David, that's for sure. Savo on the inside of Parsons. We've been waiting for this to happen. Parsons gives him plenty of room, but tries to stay inside, and he doesn't. Can't keep that can't keep that outside line and maintain the speed around the corner like some of those other guys can in the other cars.
Well, keep in mind, Dave Parsons running those softs, and we're on lap 11 now. So, I would hazard to say right around lap maybe 12, those softs are going to start getting a little dicey.
Wow.
Boy, there's some good battles going on a little farther back. Sean Ricker, he had a pretty good qualifying. He fell back earlier. He's now putting a move on Dan Thorpe.
On the outside. Oh, he's got damage.
Or maybe not.
He's got damage. Yeah, I don't know. He's trying. The car looks kind of torn up. Well, I say that. There's not really any way to tell with the Fords because they don't change shape.
Okay, Ludden, Wozniak, and Maros. David back in the action again. This guy just loves to be in the thick of it.
He spun and landed back between those guys. Looks like he's gotten past Abe Wozniak at this point. Ludden takes the inside of Abe Wozniak there, and Abe Wozniak breaks late and keeps the position. Drag race. Oh no, Ludden behind. And trying to take advantage of the draft, which is pretty significant when you're that close to him. He gets a little speed boost, and now he's back alongside. But he's on the outside of this next corner. See Abe Wozniak breaking late again. And gets up alongside and Not leaving a lot of room
Advantage
there.
on the inside on that corner there, but boy, Abe's not giving him any room.
So that's fine. I'll take the inside of this corner then. But no, we've seen Abe break later. I think that's been a big difference. Abe's able to break later and stay alongside there.
Well, Abe's got himself a little bit of breathing room there.
Yeah, moving up to check out Szabo and Parsons. Parsons currently behind in this battle, which we might watch for the rest of the... Oh, so I saw a little bit of a blip from Szabo. Hope his connection's not acting up. We've seen Szabo disconnect from good positions, unfortunately, already this season. So
yeah, and big slide on that last corner from Parsons.
Yeah,
so
really
definitely,
lost some time there.
Definitely, those tires are gone. But you know, Parsons will probably be pretty quick. Probably coming around. We got a few more laps to go before we get into the pit window.
Yeah, expect him to come in lap 18, at the end of lap 18, about the halfway point.
Hey, and a little farther back for no points at all, we got battles going on. Cuppet, Phil Vitt, and Bjorn Heyman. 3 wide on that corner. And Cuppet says that didn't work.
No, that didn't work at all. But Phil Vitt's still in it.
Yeah, and Bjorn, goodbye, Jonathan.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. We've had a week off, too, you know, so we're getting a little crazy here as well.
Sean Ricker on the inside of Dan Thorpe. That's a heck of a ways back, but Dan Thorpe gives him room. Nice of him.
But, again, in that corner, that combination,
yep.
Advantage on the inside there, eh?
Yep, you got that right.
But Ricker keeping his foot into it.
Now he's got the inside.
Whoa. And Dan shot through there. Late braking. Wow.
Hopping up smart on Parsons. Here we go. Smart really trying to move up. He was a whole second and a half faster than Parsons last lap. He's trying to make up for his mistake earlier. Oh, and he goes off.
Oh,
not too bad.
Broadcaster's curse.
Not too bad there, though. Didn't affect him too badly there. The slowest part of the turn to begin with.
Yeah, but those 300 yards are so hard to make up.
Yeah. I don't even think it was 300 yards because look, he's right
Oh,
on the back of Parsons.
boy.
Parsons
That was
looks
close.
like kind of a late apex there. Look how much speed he's got now. That was dead close, and now they got all that distance. So that was an interesting line there by Parsons. Haven't seen that one yet. Maybe he's, you know what? We saw him have trouble with the rear grip as he got off that corner last time. I bet he's trying to straighten it out, make sure he can get good straight line speed.
Well, yeah, you know, soft tires, they're toast.
Yeah, well, he's got to go 4 more laps, so good luck, buddy.
Oh, yeah. He'll be able to do that, I think, but still good racing up there.
Yeah.
But Philippe is really putting the pressure on him.
Well, you don't see Parsons starting with a strategy you can't actually run. I'm certainly not expecting him to fail in any sense of the word.
So we've got a few battles going on here. We've got Szabo and Parsons, and
Smart on the inside. Gets it. Nope. Parsons so close. getting by. That must be Sergio Calderon.
Yep. We got a bit of lap traffic there. Sergio off to the right. Attaboy, Serge. Little lift, Serge. Little lift. Give it a little lift, Serge. Just helping him out there, boys. Just helping him out.
Sergio Calderon racing for 4th.
Okay, we're definitely getting going to get the hook. I'm telling you, the boss is away, and the boss is away this week, folks. So we're left with Looney Tunes in the booth.
Oh no, they're gonna like that.
Brought to you by Warner Brothers tonight.
Yeah. Smart's still in front of Parsons. Parsons not letting him go. I'll look for another battle. Don't want to miss anybody else. JT Laro looks like he's getting close to David Maros. David Maros, we've seen some unconventional defensive lines here. We'll see what happens. And Sabo's getting close to Nick McMillan, actually. So after getting by Parsons, Peter Sabo able to find some pace again.
Yeah, with 60 kilos. Of course, now we're getting into lower fuel, right?
Right,
so,
yeah, everybody's speeding up a little bit.
That weight's being burned off of Sabo's car, so that's not too surprising there.
Yep.
And Nick McMillan coming up to put Joel down a lap. Attaboy, Joel. Don't have to take her off track, but
Joel had a very chaotic Monday. Brands Hatch was ballistic, and he commented that he had never had so much fun getting lapped in his life. He was really in some. There were spots where you'd have 3 groups. You'd have a couple laps down, 1 lap down, and the leaders all at once. So he has had plenty of blue flag practice, and I'm sure is eager not to get in anybody's way, regardless.
Well, I was going to try and take in the Monday race at Brands Hatch, but I got my weeks mixed up, and I spent the better part of a week in the D.C. area doing some work down in the U.S. this week.
Yep, okay.
Oh, we got Simard in the pits.
Okay. Interesting. Well, he did have damage. And I'm sure he knows how long those medium tires will run him. So maybe this is a way to get rid of that damage and come out, hopefully, in a better position as far as traffic goes. And in fact, I think he is, because he's going to have Ricker to contend with. But no, he won't. He's ahead of Ricker, and he's got a whole 10 seconds ahead of him. Clean air, so pretty good pit stop by Simard. Pretty good decision, it seems like there. We'll see what the other guys run into when they come out. Sabo getting closer and closer to Nick here.
Indeed he is.
Got a Porsche versus Corvette battle setting up here.
Yep, I've seen that battle in real life going on a couple seasons back.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of too.
Still some fighting going on. Parsons staying out.
Well, we're not halfway yet.
Almost getting close. I didn't know if Parsons would maybe go for a longer and a shorter, or split it midway. So it looks like he's going to split both right down the middle. A little farther back, we got John Ludden, Ab Wozniak. Ludden having a little look-see on the inside there in the final corner. Ludden carrying 40 kilos.
Yep. He's definitely in the draft on the outside. And here what?
Well, this is the one. If he can stay on the inside here, he's got advantage.
Yep. Abe looking for a quicker line around the next corner, trying immediately to get that position back. We've seen these guys battling for a while now. We will see if Ludden has more pace.
Back up. Szabo making a move on Nick McMillan. McMillan taking it off in the ground.
Szabo got a little loose there, too. Neither of them got an ideal exit. McMillan getting a little bit of lockup.
So, just about halfway. You want to run him down there?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we got Kevin Kirkbride in the lead still. We haven't talked about him because he's in the lead and he's by himself, and he's been that way for a while since Simard had his mistake. But then we got Brad Mary's running in P2 for a while. I think this is the best we've seen him do all season, although he's led for a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Nick McMillan in third in the vet. One of the best runs we've seen from the vet so far. Peter Szabo, though, into the pits, and he's in fourth. And we're about to mix up our order, but Parsons in fifth, Olson sixth. Then we got Hefner, David Maros, JT Laro, John Ludden, Abe Wozniak, Philip Simard, Sean Ricker. Simard's already pit, remember. Dan Thorpe, Iggy, Shortia, Kobus, and David Zahn in 17th. Bjorn Heyman still in it. Phil Vitt still in it, 19th position. Trevor Snowden in 20th, and then Cuppets the last. Oh, no, he's not. Joel Eggman's still in it in the Audi, and then Sergio Calderon also in 23rd. So we only lost 2 drivers so far.
So Szabo's in and back out now of his pits.
So we talked about Simard earlier getting out in clean air. Well, same thing for Szabo. He got out ahead Philip Simard and now has, like 10 seconds, a little bit more than 10 seconds to make some forward progress, hopefully. So we'll see probably the rest of these guys pitting at the end of this lap. That's what I'd expect. We'll see what Kevin Kirkbride does. Right at the halfway point. But, there's not a big pace difference between going in on old tires and low fuel and coming out on new tires and high fuel. So, we don't usually see a lot of shuffling. Everybody kind of ends up in the same place they did if they don't make a mistake. So,
Kirkbride in the pits. Maris coming in right behind him.
Yep. And I bet Nick McMillan will do the same. No. Nick McMillan stays out. Interesting. Maybe he wants more time on low fuel.
Well,
so
you're absolutely, maybe you're right there.
Take the lead.
So Kirkbride's away.
Wow. Just barely going to take the lead.
And Marison the Lambo's away.
So Brad shuffling back into fourth place.
Yep.
Wasn't he in second? Oh wait, McMillan, right? McMillan and Hefner have not pitted yet. That's right.
Absolutely.
Okay. So he's still in second.
Parsons is away.
Parsons, all these guys coming out. This track's big enough, I think, that they've mostly got clear air. Although ahead of Parsons, that looks like Philippe Simard and Szabo still going at it. So they have stopped. Simard, of course, stopped a while ago. Szabo just stopped.
So we'll look for McMillan and Hefner will probably come in.
keeping an eye on this battle between Philip Simard and Peter Szabo. Wow, Peter looks a little loose into that corner there.
So McMillan peels off into the pits as Kirkbride goes by him.
Yep. So, McMillan.
Sergio calling it tonight.
Alrighty. Interested to see where Nick comes out. As that's Hefner who just pulled in.
I can't figure that one out at all. Brad's now 16 seconds off Kirkbride, so Kirkbride putting on quite the clinic here tonight.
Okay, so McMillan. Where was he before? Third? He's actually lost some spots.
Yes, that's what I say. He's going to be way back.
Yeah, so he's all the way back in 5th now. I think he was ahead of Szabo and Simard before. Actually, I'm sure he was, because Simard was in 5th. Anyway.
Well, they'll all straighten themselves out.
Yep, he certainly got time to approach these guys now battling Peter Szabo and Philippe Simard. Both of them with weight. These two of the heaviest cars out there right now. Going for
absolutely.
Third and fourth
Szabo
position.
was 60, Philippe was 40.
Yeah.
So I guess just about everybody's gone through pit rotations.
Right.
And everybody sort of settled down here. Although we've got McMillan, Szabo, and Simard all fighting for P3 right now. And Nick looks pretty speedy out there, coming up behind Peter Szabo, taking the outside line. Actually, Nick's got some really nice lines going through that combination of corners there.
Yeah.
But Peter doing a great job holding off. A little farther back, got a battle going on here for P16, actually for P15. Iggy Jordia, Cobus de Villiers, and David Zahn. David Zahn and Cobus getting ready to swap paint here. And again, as I was mentioning earlier, you know, we've got Sean Rickard, you know, down into 13th. Looks like he's got his damage fixed. But, boy, those Fords seem to be having a tough season.
Yep. Yeah, you may be right about that one.
You know, Salem showed some good speed out there with in the Ford as well, but they seem to have suffered some bad luck out there. And there's Joel hanging on to the outside there. But Nick and Peter in tight together.
That's what I've been sticking to.
Yeah, yep, it's a good battle going on there. And in the catbird position is Aaron Parsons. You can see those guys up ahead and just saying, duke it out, boys, I'm catching you.
Yep. Nick McMillan gets really close to Peter Szabo and still seems to maintain his line. You'd think he'd wash out a little bit with the front arrow all gone, but no, doesn't seem to be a problem.
That's that big heavy vet.
You know, he got some improvements mid-season that helped a little bit, moved it up into mid pretty consistently. It's in the mid-pack, even when Chris or JT have made a mistake or something, but less frequently we see it in the top 5 here. So good run by Nick. Glad to see him enjoy.
Absolutely,
enjoy no weight.
You know, we good mix of cars in here tonight. You know, up in the top 10.
Okay, gonna look for a way around David soon, for sure. Very smooth through there.
Boy, are you following McMillan Szabo?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, not David Szabo.
Side
You're
by
right,
side.
David Szabo.
Nick gonna try the inside. Oh, washes out a little bit
lock
there.
up, yep.
Oh, and
again, locking up that inside position. Yeah, slowing them both down is Nick McMillan right now.
Absolutely. You got that bang on there because Parsons has been able to close the gap there, and he can smell blood now.
Parsons, you know, will race you clean all day, every day. But he is not a guy I would want up in my business while I'm trying to defend against somebody else. One opponent at a time, not. Please, especially if one of them's Aaron Parsons.
You know, you got that right. You know, Szabo's probably thinking, geez, I got enough. I got my hands full now with this McMillan character, and now I got Parsons closing the gap. Give me a break, please.
Yeah. Speaking of break,
and he is closing that gap quick.
Tell you who's got a break, Kevin Kirkbride. Still, he's been making his way around lap traffic, but he's got a 16-second gap, and he's the fastest guy on track. So great job by Kevin. Sorry we're not talking about you, bud. Lots of interesting racing going on. You're just not in it.
Yeah, that's what you get for winning the race.
That's what you get for winning the race.
You know, in a big way. Yeah. If you want to slow down, let Brad catch up, and then we'll give you some airtime.
We'll be right there. We will be right there on that. Yeah, no, we hope for the best for Kevin. Phil Vick calls it a night.
Almost looks like Nick has pooped out Peter. He's got a little bit of a gap now.
Let's see what this lap is. I guess that is this lap time. Yeah, Peter was a second slower. And you can see that second there now. But, you know, and we'll see, because guess, you know, the Peter Szabo Aaron Parsons battle is on now again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're about 2/3 of the way through the race after this lap. They pitted only about 6 laps ago, although that feels like that was a long time back because some of them pitted early and because we've seen racing nonstop since then, especially up here for 4th position.
Just a little update farther back. David Zahn and Cobus de Villiers duking it out here, but David has passed Cobus to take P16. Just an FYI.
Yeah.
But I think if Aaron's going to try and make these passes, he's got to do it fairly soon because we did see his time slow down a little bit as tires looked like they got worn later in the stints.
Right. Yeah, 203 is early. 204 is late. So absolutely right.
Yeah, Kirkbride having a heck of a race out there, just driving away with it.
Peter Savo back on Nick McMillan's pace. And Nick McMillan had another lockup going into turn 1 there.
Good actual three-way battle late in the race, 25 out of 36 in the bag.
Yep. Now it's Zavo fell back a little bit, giving Parsons a chance here.
So, just as a little update there, after all that action David Marosh has had in this race, he has sort of got a bit of a comfortable gap between Jesse Olsen in front of him and Zach Hefner behind him. So, David, you can use all the track you want there.
That's absolutely
You got some
right.
clean air.
Just keep it straight, David. Just keep it straight. Track goes that way. So he may have a little bit of free time or relaxed time. He navigates around. Of course, he can't make any mistakes, so it's hardly easy.
Looks like Jonathan Cuffett has put it in pit lane and it's just sitting there. So maybe Jonathan's had enough for tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
But Joel sitting right now in P20. Still got that Audi going around the track. Attaboy, Joel.
He's a little off pace, but trust us, Joel, it comes quicker than you think. You'd be surprised. I certainly was. So, still up here, I guess we'll hop back up to the Salvo Parsons show.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, Nick McMillan's got himself a little bit of breathing room. Not that much breathing room, really. I mean, you know, with Zabo and Parsons behind you, I don't know if you call that breathing room, but they got a little bit there.
Yeah, I think, you know, I was pretty sure Nick McMillan was going to stay ahead there just because, you know, Zabo's got that 60 kilograms. He doesn't make it look like much, but surely it's going to, affect him in every braking zone. Just make it a lot harder to pass there. I say that.
Yeah,
but
not just in the braking zone though, but an accelerating coming
everywhere.
out of the corners
right.
has got to hurt him a little bit too.
Yeah. Yeah. But we've seen him go past Parsons and then seem to have a lot of pace, especially at the end of Parsons' stint. So Parsons getting over to, let's see, he's got maybe 5. No, not even really. He's got just a couple more fast laps in these tires, I think. So he may kind of stay here in this position. We will see.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right though. It looks like his lap times are going to start to drop off. Almost about 3 or 4 laps for his times to maybe slow down a little. And then Szabo, as he's burning the fuel off, he's sort of shedding some of that 60-kilo weight.
Yeah, he goes faster. Saw him 204s. He got a 203 there, but his fastest lap on lap 10, and then he was turning 203s. So yeah, he definitely benefits from less fuel and doesn't suffer at all with the medium tires.
Well, both these guys have got to watch this because right behind him, Jesse Olsen has had some clean track and is putting in some decent laps, and he's closing the gap up on these guys right now.
Toward the back, since those guys are pretty stable in their spots, I think we'll keep an eye on the gaps. Toward the back, we got David Zahn on Iggy for 15th. If he can close this gap here, he's got about half a second now. Haven't seen a lot of the Aston this season.
No. Obviously not one of the top picks for this year.
Yeah.
But you're right, David Zahn and Iggy Jordi are having fun on lap 28 out of 36 with David trying to find his way around there. And we know that, the Lambo can be quick, as Brad Maris has shown us that it's quick enough to put him in a lonely position for P2 right now.
Yeah. Parsons getting close to Szabo again. Really neat. Oh, Szabo makes a mistake. Wow. That gives Parsons the spot for sure, but again, we're expecting Szabo to have the pace for the last 5 or so laps. He doesn't seem very willing to give up that position now. He would like to take the fight to Nick McMillan if he can, but it's quite a challenge with all that weight. Parsons, meanwhile.
Those last 2 corners for Aaron Parsons, he used all of the track to get some good exit speed out of there. Peter doing all he can to hang on to him, but Parsons looking pretty smooth right now. Oh, and back in the catbird position is that Jesse Olsen. He's watching this transpire up there too.
Yeah. Oh, Szabo with a good exit. Yeah, Viper looking quick on the straights.
Yeah, and Aaron, taking that wide out there on that corner, late apex has given him some pretty good exit speed. Peter just cannot match that down this straightaway.
Oh, a little lock up there.
Absolutely.
Got to give Peter a little confidence boost every time you see that.
Now just a little farther back, fighting for P12 is Wozniak and Ludden.
These guys have been fighting all race.
Yeah, it's been a good battle back there, that's for sure.
Oh. I had a little timing glitch. No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did. I did. Sorry, I saw positions move around there and got concerned.
Well, it almost looks like, I don't want to speak too soon, but it almost looks like, Peter might be struggling with that extra weight that he's carrying there.
Oh, definitely. No, you're absolutely right.
Parsons being able just to stretch a little bit.
He would be very, very fast without that weight. He would definitely be taking the fight to Kirkbride. I don't doubt it. I think he would be up there. But again, we've seen late in the stint, he burns off fuel. He's still 204.860. That's a slow lap for him. Last time he was turning 203s on lap 8, lap 9 of the stint. 203.0 on lap 10 was his fastest lap of last stint.
But, out of 36 in the book.
But, excuse me, all that racing with Parsons may have done a number on his tires. You never know if they're affected. I don't know if that would have had a negative impact on his handling.
Well, I'm not. It probably won't take too many slides or lockups, to destroy those softs. But Parsons still has McMillan in his sights.
Yeah, he really does. 203.2 last lap. He's turned now about 11 laps on these tires. But it was not until, well, it was lap 10 last time where he seemed to see trouble, so we'll see. He's made it further this time. Oh, and just as I say that, off into the green, that looked a little bit, maybe that was just a flag thing. It looked a little bit further out than he intended to go.
A little farther back is that Ludden-Wozniak battle is starting to heat up again. Whoa! Parsons takes it wide. Szabo on the inside. Drag race.
Wow, lots of room.
Peter with the better line got a better exit out of that one, so they've swapped positions again.
Wow. Low lap there by Parsons. I didn't see what happened before that. What brought Parsons that far back?
He just took it a little deep, and got a little looks like a little understeer to the outside there, and that allowed Peter to grab the inside line. So advantage Peter on that one there.
Gotcha.
One little mistake.
Yeah. We'll run down your order with 6 laps to go. Kevin Kirkbride in front all by himself. He's got 14 seconds back to Brad Marys, so nice little bubble. And then Brad himself has 20 seconds back to 3rd place, so he's pretty comfortable too. Philippe Samard's in 3rd in the Nissan with 40 kilogram success ballast for his win in the Lamborghini 2 weeks ago. So really impressive run by him today. He had some trouble early on, but has already made up for it and gotten all the way up to 3rd. Nick McMillan also doing very well today in the Corvette in 4th. So he has worked his way forward Peter Szabo with his weight also has moved up a lot from his qualifying positions in 5th. We're going to keep watching him and Peter Szabo, him and Aaron Parsons battle it out. Jesse Olsen also contributing to that part of the race right now. David Maros is in 8th by himself. Zach Hefner also a little bit lonely in 9th. JT Laro running alone in 10th. And then we got that battle between Ludden and Abe Wozniak for 11th. Sean Rickers in 13th. Dan Thorpe is in 14th. David Zahn is in 15th place. Iggy Chordia in 16th. Copus is in 17th. And Trevor Snowden's in 18th. Bjorn Heyman is in 19th. And Joel Ekman is still turning laps in 20th position.
Go, Joel, go.
And he is not.
Okay, so
He's not.
Olsen is now putting a little bit of heat on Parsons.
Just like to point out, Joel has not been lapped by everybody, so good run there. I say that counts. It's a good one for a first run. If you don't get lapped by everybody, it's all right.
Hey, easy to go a lap down in this league, especially when you got Kirkbride and Maris so far out in front of the top drivers here at NAGP. They're putting on a clinic tonight. But Parsons right up on Peter Szabo's tailpipe again.
Yeah.
And I mean they've got a good view of McMillan up in front.
Aaron's having any grip troubles here. If he's managed to save those softs and gonna be able to get good lap times.
Well, I think Aaron is going to come under some pressure here from Jesse Olsen late. Just judging by his first stint there, Parsons' tires just went away.
Whoa.
So, good battling going on here still. Late in the race. As Szabo, Parsons, and Olsen are keeping each other honest here. And, we have right now, as it sits, we've got McMillan and JT Laro. The Corvettes, both in top 10.
Yeah.
In Lambo in P2, that's good to see. So, we've got Mercedes, Lambo, Nissan, Corvette, Porsche, and Viper. Boy, we got one of every flavor up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just taking a look here, just out of curiosity, Sean Ricker's lap times. It looks like later in his stint, his tires just go away on him because he is later in the stint. He's not putting in those times. So that Ford seems to struggle later in its stint.
Strange because he's on the mediums.
Well, Sabo, Parsons, and Olsen, that's about the biggest gap we've seen between them for, geez, a number of laps now.
Yeah. Just a couple laps to go. These guys may well finish in this order.
Yeah, Kirkbride coming around to the last corner.
So 2 more laps to go for Kevin Kirkbride. And therefore for everybody else.
1 more lap to go for Kirkbride.
Nope, 2 more. We're on 35.
Well, he's just started. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
My bad.
No white flag yet, Jack. You getting tired? Come on.
Olsen pressing Parsons.
Yeah, we're watching him.
But I'd say Jesse's got his work cut out for him. Trying to get by Parsons, even though Parsons is on bananas right now.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank all the viewers for joining us here at Sepang Thursday night in GP Racing.
Yeah.
And as you see with our buddy Joel Ekman, it's never too late. Grab your wheel, lube the pedals up, and come and join us on Mondays or Thursday nights on GP. So Parsons working hard to keep that spot, P6. Looks like Peter's got himself a good enough gap here to bring that home.
Means he's not losing. You lose more weight in 6th. I think even more. You lose even more weight in 7th. He's only going to lose. What is it, like 10, 20 kilograms in 4th? So he will still have plenty of weight for next race. Or excuse me, 5th. He's being 5th. Numbers are different for.
So Kirkbride starts his last lap.
Yep.
But I think Jesse really wants by Aaron.
Certainly looks like it. He's got 1 lap to do it in. If you can get it done here, all the better.
Looks like everybody wants by somebody.
Oh, Parsons taking that wide line we've seen before. Or maybe not. Who's that getting loose back there? That's David Maros, who's caught up to these guys. Wow. So David Maros by himself was clearly had some pace. And oh, man. This is quite a battle for 6th shaping up here at the end of the race. And Jesse Olsen's gotten ahead of Parsons. Can he hang on to it?
Yeah, it's got to be that whole tire issue. The softs versus the mediums, and Parsons just running out of tires.
Don't speak too soon, Jack, because he is right on the tail of Jesse Olsen. And they've got about a minute left in the lap, over a minute.
And Kirkbride on the final turn, going to bring her home.
Kirkbride, first place. So we haven't seen him win in a little bit. So great to see Kirkbride out there in the top spot. Brad in second. We're going to hop back here and see where these guys are. That's Simard finishing third, so more weight for Simard next week. Good job by him. That's Nick McMillan finishing fourth. Peter Sabo finishing sixth, and I cannot tell you yet. Fifth. I cannot tell you yet who will finish sixth. Although it looks like it's going to be Jesse Olson. And seventh is in question. Parsons looks to defend. David says, I don't think so. David gets some lockup. Wow. So David right there at the end takes seventh place. Parsons finishes in eighth.
A spectacular finish.
Yeah. Wow. Great pass there by David at the end. Parsons definitely struggling, as you said. His last lap, a 2:05.7 with those tires. At least I assume it was tires, soft tires. Hefner, ninth. Laro rounds up the top 10, gets both those. There was contact maybe between John Ludden and Abe Wozniak. Abe Wozniak finished 11th, Ludden in 12th. All right. And Dan Thorpe.
All right. Well, here, let's bring our race winner up here.
Dan Thorpe's last car on the lead
I
lap.
think we've got him up here now.
Yes, hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey. Geez, what was that, a clinic you're putting on tonight or what?
I got lucky. We had 2 weeks, and I found a setup from earlier in the season that just really clicked here. And, other guys had weight, and just worked out for me, I think. Just had an awesome setup.
Well,
didn't make too many mistakes.
You didn't make too many mistakes, but you didn't make the broadcast either. I mean, you were so far out.
That's fine.
We just left you out there. So
yeah.
we didn't even see your car until it entered victory lane there.
I'll tell you what,
no worries. Yeah, I was. Go ahead.
Yeah, early race. Philippe Simard looked like he was. Did you see? Were you watching the times there?
I wasn't really paying attention to the times. I knew he was there.
Yeah,
I wasn't too.
He was quick, and he had 40 kilograms, so it was really impressive. He had made a mistake though, and gave you quite the comfortable window there.
Yeah, I was a little upset to see him go because it would have been more fun to race somebody.
Yeah, I was too, honestly.
It was a little boring, but yeah, with the way it is, it happens. It's tough to drive with 40 kilos, and I don't know how much he's driven that car, so he's super fast, and it's what it is. I got to thank my sponsors, Crystal Light and Chobani. So without them, I'm not sure where I'd be. So Crystal Light and Chobani, thank you.
Your fastest lap was
attaboy, Kevin.
Your fastest lap was your last lap. Were you holding back on us? Was that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, come on.
Just taking it easy.
This guy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good win, Kevin. Great to see you win again.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yep. Any word on
Thank you very much,
somebody
gentlemen.
filling the other car in your team?
That's not going to happen. No.
It's not going to happen.
I've tried early on, and there's 30 kilos on the car, and nobody wants to do that. Everybody that wants to race is already in a car, I think, for the most part.
Yep.
So
yep. Got some space here.
Just
at the
in
end.
it for the.
Well, good luck in the individual championship then.
Yeah. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we will see you next week for sure.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Good racing, Kevin.
Thanks.
Well, there we go, Jake. Another one in the books.
Yeah. Went pretty well. Lots of racing all the way through. We certainly never run out of things to watch here. So that was great. Well, we will see you next week. Where are we next week? I don't know. On Monday, we're at the old version of the Hockenheim ring. if I'm saying that right. And
the Hockenheim, yes, will be next Monday's race,
Yeah.
but we're at Suzuka next Thursday.
Aha.
One of my all-time favorites. That is a favorite for most drivers. So
yeah,
it'll
that's a
be
good one.
Fun race next
That'll be a
week.
fun
Join
race.
us.
All right. Join us next week. Join Alan Brad on Monday. Lots of guys missing this week. Hopefully they'll be back next week, and we'll see you then. No break this time. So, and we got 2 more races left, I think. So, tune in, see how the season turns out, and we'll see.